Okay, so embrace a tree. We start off our feet shoulder width apart. The test is that the knee will come down and just touch the instep. A good starting place for embrace a tree. We can do it a little bit narrower, but this is a good parallel from the middle of the heel to the middle toe. So the instep is just slightly coming in at the toes. From a straight leg, we sit a little. Just sit a little. And rotate the legs. Focusing on the thigh bone. We rotate the thigh bone. The knee, the lower leg, the ankle all rotate as one, and we feel the feet gripping the floor. We can do it quite firmly to get the feeling of it. Relax. Again, very slowly, let the bones do it. Slowly let the body rotate the legs. We feel the grip. And we're stable, hard to move these legs. When we take the rotation off, then we can move any direction. But when we rotate it, we're solid. We keep that rotation there. We get as tall as we can. The legs try and straighten, but they can't. Brings the sacrum in. We bring it in a little bit more and sit. And we sat on our structure. We don't have to worry how deep we sit. I'm on my structure here. If my tailbone moves back just a millimeter, I'm off it. I rotate, I get tall, I sit in, and I'm resting on my structure. All my weight sinking into the earth. I'm not holding on to anything. No muscles are holding me on. And I'm open. I can feel the earth force rising through my body. And for the arms, the hands come up. They come up close to the body. So there's no pressure, no work from the upper arms where we have the tension and the shoulders. They just naturally come up. And then my scapula can take the hands forward and round. And I extend, I keep relaxing. As a muscle comes in, I stop and relax it. And slowly ease my bones out to make the biggest circle I can. Any bit of tightness in a muscle makes a circle smaller. I'm not holding a circle. I'm not containing anything. I'm expanding out. Embracing the tree. Being the tree rooted into the earth. Embracing the forest, the earth, the galaxy. Everything just getting a bit bigger apart from this space between my fingers. I feel this pull up and relaxing stretch up through the back of the head. I'm in my belly, just breathing. My structure is one. I'm smiling. smiling to me. Deep smiling breath into my belly, into the core of my being. Feeling love and appreciation to all the parts of my body. And I take a deep breath into the earth. I take a deep breath into my belly. And I exhale that breath down. My attention flows down into the earth, smiling into Mother Earth. And I inhale up from the earth, up through the feet, the legs, to the perineum, filling the perineum. Exhaling back into the earth. Inhaling up the perineum, the sacrum, filling the sacrum. It's expanding forward and back, left and right, up and down, filling like a balloon. Exhaling back into the earth. Inhaling back up to the sacrum, the lumbar. All the lumbar vertebrae filling, the space between them expanding. Exhaling back into the earth. Inhaling up, lumbar, kidneys, filling the kidneys, filling the fascia around the kidneys, holding them full. Exhaling back to the earth. Filling again. Exhaling into the belly. Relaxing. Eyes closed, being totally aware of my inner landscape. Feeling the sensation of the body. The sensation of my feet on the floor. The sensation of my breath. The sensation of the breath flowing through the nose, the throat, splitting up into the bronchial tree. The sensation of my diaphragm pushing down, softly massaging the liver, the spleen, the kidneys, stomach, intestines, right down to the pelvic floor, uterus, prostate. Feeling the diaphragm coming back up, emptying the lungs. The sensations in the skin. Relaxing in the beautiful sensations of the body. And being aware of my outer environment. This room, the local environment. Awareness of my favorite places in nature, of this whole planet, spinning around the sun. And the sun, one dot in the Milky Way. I become aware of the outer world and my inner world, both at the same time. I relax in the peace and harmony, stillness. And there's the iron bridge, the same structure here with the legs. I make 2 circles with the fingers, throw the hips forward, and extend up from the legs, stretching through the lumbar, through the thoracic vertebra. These circles of my hands making an energetic connection with my kidneys. I don't let the chin lift. I keep this length on the spine. Opening up my sternum to the heavenly force. Breathing up from the earth up into the kidneys. Just easing my coccyx forward a little to fill the lumbar. I come into straightness. I keep the back straight. I bend from the qua. Straight, straight, straight. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings, the bladder meridian at the back of the legs. And just relax down. Feel this earth force flowing up the legs. Inhaling from the earth up to the kidneys. Again, easing the coccyx, the bottom of the sacrum, under a little bit, just to fill the lumbar. Breathing to the kidneys. Bend the legs and ease up, rolling the spine up. Rolling the spine up and in. Hailing up again. Just curling under here just a little bit to keep the integrity of my structure. Feeling the whole length of the spine. Breathing up to the kidneys. Smiling into the tightness. All the tight strings. Breathing into them. Allowing them to lengthen and relax. Give me more space, more movement. Really opening up the front of the body. Coming into straightness, keeping the back straight, extending from the sacrum right to the occiput. Embracing the earth. Smiling to the earth. Drawing, inviting the earth energy and the thicker earth energy up into the body. Absorbing it. The body being nourished by it. And storing it in the fascia of the kidneys, the liver, the spleen. Sinking, rolling under. Smiling again. Feel the frequency of the body, the energy in the body. These positions aren't easy, these iron shirt structures show you all your tightness. You find them, the tight places, and you can breathe into them and start to relax them. And some of these really deep, tight places we've been holding there for years. In my case, decades. And we can allow them to go. We have the turtle. We take a wider stance. And it's nice to have the heels just slightly out. And relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Shoulders are down, the arms are down, the legs reaching down, spine reaching up towards the back of the crown, lengthening the cervical vertebra. Very relaxed, bringing the hands up, using the scapula. Extending out, feeling the shoulders separating, the biggest circle we can. And we keep that separation out width in the shoulders, but the bigger circle becomes a smaller circle. The elbows come in a little bit. Soft fist. And we sink. We sink as much as we can into our legs, while keeping a straight back. If I go any further down than this, I'm going to either come forward or my bum is going to stick out. I come down straight, so I'm relaxing, supported by my legs. Keep the back straight and come forward. The hips adjust for my weight, they go back. And I'm looking to be flat. And then I sink into my legs. So no, I'm not holding on to anything, all my weight's gone into my legs. Then I press on my feet and I just open the structure just a little bit, all the joints opening. Lengthening the back, trying to be as straight as I can. It's nice to just check with a mirror. Again, breathing up to the kidneys. It's a good position for really sucking the earth force up to the kidneys, the fascia around them, the liver, the spleen, and exhaling back down. And I keep the hips there, I relax the arms, I keep this length of the spine and come up into the butterfly, into the buffalo. And inhaling, left nostril, right. Up the legs, up into one kidney, the other kidney. Left nostril, right nostril to the kidneys. And I roll up the spine and come back. Again, the embrace the tree is the key. For us, the key position. But all the others help that. They're all stretching our tendon meridians in different ways. The next one is holding the Golden Urn. And again, we start off from embrace the tree. We find our structure, draw energy up. Shoulders relaxed. Then the scapula, we keep the shoulders relaxed. If the muscles start to come in and they have an habitual pattern of coming in, they want to do everything. My job to do this. We just keep relaxing, 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 so we can have the bigger, open structure. Just the bones. All the tissue around them just relaxed, allowing the bones to be as big as they can, all the joints open. Slightly rotate. Thumb side of the hands away, the pinkies towards us. We keep the armpit open. We find the tendon line. Can't go any more than that. And I relax into this. Being the tree again. And I keep the fingers extended. And slowly, like it's just the bones moving. The palms face down. And the fingers are moving towards the side and the elbows are attracted to each other. Fingers trying to reach around right to the side, the elbows coming towards each other, the scapula coming forward, taking the elbows forward and up. And we feel we're holding a heavy weight on the back of the hands there. This little lumbar fall, extended, all the bones lengthened. We're able to take a heavy push down there, a heavy weight. But we're open and we can feel the earth chi rising. Breathing again up to the belly, the kidneys, liver and spleen. Keep the bones extended. We turn the palms up. And the fingers turn back towards us. Scapula pushing the elbows forwards and up. Shoulders down. Extending the body as big as it can be. Feeling where the resistance is, where the tendons are tight. Start to relax them. Finding all the tensions in the body. Breathing into them. Smiling. Let go. Letting go. As big as we can be. Lengthening the fingers. Coming back to embrace the tree. Smiling, just embracing. Just feeling the seasons. Spring, the sap rising up our tree, up through the bones, the tendons and meridians. The sap rises up and we become the sap rises right to our leaves, through the branches to the leaves, fullness of summer. Fully clothed with leaf, open to the sun, to the heavens. Roots reaching right down for moisture in the earth. And there's this perfect weather of harvest time. Tree just relaxes back just a little bit. Then the leaves start to turn, autumn. Life in the tree starts to fall back into the earth. Leaves fall back, flow down. The life force is in the earth for winter. Water element. So we test the integrity of the structure with pushing. He's going to give me a push. We test it at each point from I sink and I rotate the legs, and Eve can just push on my knee. And there it's strong. It's pushing on my whole leg. If I take the rotation off and he pushes, I can force against it, but my knee's going to go. But when I rotate and he pushes, it's solid. I don't have to do anything. It's strong there. I sink, rotate, get tall, and then the push on the hips. The push should come in very slowly. The simple direction for the person being pushed is just to get bigger, expand, and feel as a whole, and he's just going to go straight through into the floor. Let's do that again. There's a bit of a jerk. Make sure when you're going to push, you don't make a slight adjustment. It has to be
flow.
Yeah. So you can recede again and come in. So then we take a push at the hip. I root in and get tall. I find my structure, and you can push. And I just feel open to it. I let it flow through And I can feel his pressure pressing on this foot. I let it come in. I just get tall. I allow this force through my body into the earth. And we do these pushes to test the structure. And if this energy will go through my body, so will the earth energy come up. And with this open structure, I can draw the thicker frequencies, the jing of the earth, up into my body to nourish the tissue. One of the main problems with the spine is this curve in the lumbar and also this curve out of the neck. And we lose a sense of how we should be standing. The iron bar on low supports is a good way to find our personal best structure. But also just by sitting as deep as we can, but keeping the spine straight. Then rooting in strongly, keeping the root and getting as tall as we can. The legs won't quite straighten, but it brings the sacrum and the spine into alignment. We can relax. If we don't rotate the legs, we bend, we don't rotate them, we just get tall. The legs straighten. And we get taller. Nothing happens in the spine, just the legs straighten. But if we root in strongly, keep that rotation and get tall, the legs try and straighten, they can't, but the spine starts to become aligned, right up to the back of the crown extending. And then we exhale. We root in, we inhale, get tall. Drawing up the earth energy. Relaxing the legs completely. We sink, root in, sink the chest. We relax. As the spine opens up, and we come into alignment, thicker frequencies of the earth energy can flow into the body. And we relax it down. It's important to rotate the thighs, not the knees. The knees are part of the legs. We keep as much stress out of the knees as possible. At first, this isn't a lot of fun. Lots of tightnesses. Start to open up. It starts to realign the fascia to allow a better structure. Beautiful stretch on the psoas muscle. How we get nourished by this thicker frequencies of the earth energy. It becomes easier to do. You hold it tall, bring the sacrum in a little, and boom, we've got our seat. And it's nice to turn to the left, pick up the right heel, get a nice curve in the spine. And then we come into straightness. And we bend to the right, the left heel picks up. It's opening kidney 1. And we inhale up the kidney meridian to the kidney. Exhale, let the old water chi back into the earth, down the bladder meridian, back of the legs. Up the inside of this leg, left kidney, back into the earth. When we get a nice bend in the spine, this point my left kidney is really tight, my right kidney is open, filling with the earth's water chi. We let go. Old water down and we inhale into the other kidney, already squeezing everything out of the one. First, the kidneys aren't used to being moved much. They have some resistance to this. We smile to them. They still really appreciate the movement. Enjoy it. Find themselves some space. Let go some of the tightness and tension and fear. Once we've got the kidneys moving, we don't have to bend so much. Just to let the movements happen. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Spine extended. Also, we can start to draw some energy from the testicles, uterus. Left testicle uterus up the spine, down the front of the body. Right testicle uterus. Drawing some pure, unaroused sexual energy around the orbit. At the same time as we're drawing this water energy of the earth up. And our sexual energy and the water energy of the earth start to flow together. Up the spine. Down the front of the body. Each breath, more sexual energy, more earth, water energy. We can go into the balls of the feet and both drawing up through both legs, both ovaries and testicles. Keeping the bones extended, bones growing. Gathering everything into the belly. So we're going to join all the different Einstein structures into one flowing move. When we start off with the iron bar, remember what it was like when we were lying horizontal in the iron bar. Our feet were fairly close together. Buttocks were clenched a little to throw the hips forward into alignment. We were tall, extending up to the back of the crown, standing like a stone. buttocks were clenched to bring us into this posture, but then we can relax them. Sacrum reaching down, the legs reaching down, the occiput reaching up, arms reaching down. The central force rising up the body, and the outsides of the body flowing down, encouraging all the tension to flow into the earth. Our core rising up. We take a deep breath into the belly. We sink it into the earth, lifting up the left heel, bending the right leg, and we step out. We move across. We find our perfect position for our feet. Sink and root. Get tall. Bring the sacrum under. Find our seat. Shoulders relax. Upper arm relax. Slowly. Being aware of any muscle biting in and just relaxing it, relaxing to get the biggest circle we can. Opening. Lengthening the spine, rooting into the earth, fingers lengthened. We rotate thumb side of the hands away, keeping the armpit open, relaxing off the index finger and thumb, smiling and embrace the tree. Breathing into the belly, exhaling down the legs into the earth, smiling in Mother Earth. Inhaling up to the sacrum. Back down into the earth. Up into the lumbar. Back into the earth. To the kidneys. Bones growing, lengthening, joints opening, smiling. We make the circle, we relax the shoulders, all the tension goes out of the arms, we keep the bones lengthened. The hips come forward. We extend up through the legs, lumbar, thoracic vertebra, cervical vertebra. Fingers, this thumb and index finger connected with the kidneys. Extending, opening the sternum. Breathing up from the earth to the kidneys. Opening all the tendons in the front of the body. Sacrum just reaching forward a little to fill the lumbar. Relaxing the shoulders, coming into straightness, keeping the back straight. Bending at the hip joint. Straight, 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 and then relaxing down. Breathing up the bladder meridian and the hamstring. Feeling them lengthen. Trying to relax them. Breathing up to the kidneys. Smiling. Opening up the back of the legs, the back of the sacrum, whole back. Finding the tension, breathing into it, softening, bending the legs, curling the sacrum under, rolling up the spine, hands coming up, extending out, very relaxed, as big as we can be, finding our structure and relaxing, open. Standing like a tree, being the tree, embracing the forest, feeling the sap rising up the tree, up our tree. All the pores open, hands open, all the pores in the skin open to cosmic energy. Feet open to the earth energy. Feeling the sensations inside our tree. Just relax a little bit. We move the heels out, the soles out, and the heels a little bit more. Keep this extension. Slowly move into the buffalo. Keep the shoulders wide. We sink. Sink into the core as much as we can, keeping the back straight. Bending at the hip joint. Keeping the back straight. Sinking into our structure. Sinking into our legs, supported by the legs. Pressing down on the legs and just opening up. Opening all the joints. Feeling the stretch along the length of the back. Straight as we can be. Breathing up to the kidneys. Feeling the kidneys expanding with the breath. Sucking the rich earth juice up. Smiling to the earth, smiling to our kidneys. Smiling to any tightness in the legs. Relaxing the arms down, keeping the hips steady, the back stays lengthened, comes up at 40 degrees. Inhaling left nostril to left kidney, right nostril to right kidney. Bring the sacrum underneath and roll up. Heels come in. Soles come in. We just expand out softly, expanding to our structure. Bones open. Smiling to all the bones. Finding the tendon lines. Smiling to our whole body. Breathing through the fingertips, breathing through the toes, to wrist and ankles. Bring the bones, the bone marrow, and then toes to elbow. Fingertips to elbow, toes to knees. Feel cool life force flowing through the bone. Fingertips to shoulders. Toes to hips. All the way around the hips. The deep ilium, the sacrum, the sitting bones, the pubic bones. All of the shoulders, collarbone. Toes, the legs to the hips, the lumbar. And the thoracic vertebra. Fingertips, shoulders to C7 and the cervical vertebra. From the thoracic vertebra into the ribs. Scapula. Sternum. Bones in the fingers up to the cervical vertebra, the occiput, the skull. The cheekbones, the beautiful dome behind the eyes. The teeth, jaw. Tiniest bones in the ears. Breathing through the toes and fingertips into every bone. And exhaling back out through the toes and fingertips. Feeling the bone marrow come alive, invigorated, nourished. The ligaments become juicy. Fingers lengthening. Palm turns down. We keep the extension of our arms. Elbows reach towards each other a little while the fingers move away. Extending the sacrum, extending the scapula to the elbow. Supporting this weight down on the back of the hands. Down through the body. Feeling the earth energy rising up through the body. Body fully extended. Skeleton fully extended. Slowly we turn the palms over. Turning back. Extending scapula to elbow. Forward and up. Smiling. Back round. Relaxing and embrace the tree. Opening. Embracing the universe. Feeling our inner universe and the outer universe at the same time. Arms and shoulders relaxing. Moving down into the belly. Awareness at the perineum. Inhaling perineum to kidneys, liver, spleen, heart, lungs. Lung sound. Perineum to lower dantian to middle, upper. Kidney sound. Arms under the shoulders, extending down. Occiput extending up. Keeping the extension. Perineum to kidneys. Spleen, liver. Heart, lungs. Liver sound. Up to the kidneys, liver, spleen, heart, lungs, heart sound. Perineum to kidneys. Liver, spleen, heart, lungs, spleen sound. Perineum to lower dantian. Middle, upper, triple warmer sound. Arms relaxed, opening up, embracing the planet, embracing the solar system, the galaxy, the universe. Feeling our inner universe, feeling the outer universe, feeling them both together. Smiling to our inner universe and the outer, to our inner family, our inner 5 elements, our organs and tissue, and our outer environment. Feeling love, feeling appreciation for everything. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Gathering. Trying to contain this vitality in the body. Thank you. It's very nice to practice in trees. It's nice to practice when we're out in nature. And trees are lovely to work with. I'm here right at the edge of a canopy of a tree. And this is a tree we're going to work with. Quite away from the tree. And I don't feel the energy here, I'm just away from the canopy of it, the edge of the canopy. And as I come closer, here now I can feel I'm under the canopy, the energy gets more and more intense. It's nice, strong, downward energy here under the canopy. And then I approach the tree. I'm now out of the energy. And there's a quiet place, no energy. And I get closer and closer to the trunk, still no energy. And here, 1/2 meter from the trunk, I can feel the upward energy through the trunk. This is very nice. Now I'm really in the tree. I'm enjoying this. This is the tree we're going to work with. From approaching this little group of trees, this is the one I was drawn towards, or this is the one that's drawn me towards it. And first I look at it, I admire its bark. I notice many ants crawling along this tree. Somewhere there's an ant nest here. And I can see in places where the tree split and the spiral of the tree, the spiral of the branch. When a branch comes out and it has a lot to support at an angle, just like we do in Embrace a Tree spiral, you can see this. When a tree is reaching out from its body to find some light in a forest, you can see how the spiral gives its strength. I smile and look at the beautiful leaves. I'm not quite sure what type of tree this is. It's got beautiful heart-shaped leaves. Looks a bit like an Indian bean tree, but I'm not sure. The leaves look the same. And I smile to the tree. Oh, it comes up. You're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. Takes a bit of time to resonate with a tree, and you can spend all day with a tree, and it's still just an instant to the tree. But we all have trees in our local environment that we're passing each day, and just spending short time each day, you flicker into the tree's existence, and it becomes quicker and quicker to make a connection with the tree. So we smile to this tree, and inside I ask the tree, can you support me now? Can you help me root into the earth? Can you lead me into the earth and up to heaven? Can your energy support me? And can we exchange some energy? We have a fabulous relationship with them, And we're going to do some deep breathing. And this is feeding the tree as well as the tree feeding us. It's a beautiful symbiotic relationship we have, helping each other. Yeah, this tree's happy to get into a nice position with my feet, find my structure, and I just root in. Lengthen the spine up. I just clench the buttocks a bit to bring the hips forward and find my seat. Close to the hands, shoulders relaxed. Really aware of keeping these muscles out. And the more we do this, the more we entrain these big muscles to stay out of it. Just to stay out of it. Expand, expand, just like a tree. I find my tendon line, and my skeleton is supported by it. And here I feel totally at one. I could be pushed at any part of my structure now, it's going to move down. From a push, it's going to go right into the earth. I'm expanded and open. Also open to the energies of the earth and the energies of this tree. And I just sink inside. Awareness of my own body here. Really feel echoing this tree. I'm rooted in. I feel my trunk. I feel my branches making this circle of the canopy of the tree. And I enjoy the sensations of my body, the sensations of this tree. I can feel strongly the rising force. Being the tree, embracing this group of trees. Feeling this energy of the earth flowing up through the root. My roots, the tree's roots, flowing up the trunks. Right out, right up into the leaves, right up into my pores, the pores of my skin, right into my hairs, the hair on my head, tiny hairs all over my skin, armpit hair, pubic hair, all my hair and my pores open like these leaves to draw in the heavenly energy. I'm not doing anything. I'm just being, receiving, and smiling out, and smiling in, feeling love and appreciation. All my cells feeling these qualities, all my organs, my bones, and the tree too doesn't understand the word love and appreciation, but understands the feeling, the sensation of love. Smiling to this tree and the species of this tree. This tree has its spirit, and it contains many spirits in this tree. And the overlighting spirit of the species. I'm smiling, open, breathing deep, drawing in the energy of this tree. And breathing out, I'm feeding this tree. It's feeding me. It's processing my toxicity. My toxicity is its food. Toxicity, the food of the tree's toxicity, my food. Me, I don't know this tree and I've just met it. And, I'm not going to be here for a year. I might not see this tree again. I just give it my love. But at home, there are many trees that I go to regularly. As soon as I'm close to the tree, or even just on my way to it, the connection starts. Sometimes I have questions to ask the tree. Sometimes the tree just has things to tell me. And it's just, my perception of it is that I'm just asking a question inside it, asking a question with words. But there's something behind the words. And the answer comes back just as if I'm talking to myself. But sometimes answers come that I would never come up with myself. Really resonating with this tree now. And my orbit is starting to flow very strongly up the spine, down the front of the body. Just as the tree's energy is coming up, its trunk, through its branches, down through the edge of the canopy into the earth, back to the trunk through the roots. And I feel my orbit is expanding into the tree's orbit. Time slows down. Oh, thank you. Mwah. I love you. Thank you. And all your friends and brothers, sisters, and all the animals that find homes in you. Thank you. It doesn't take long to have an experience of the tree, and we're with them all the time. Good hugging. This is one of the strongest places to practice. Any tree that's been cut down. Even trees that were cut down a long time ago. A lot of upward force. I've been on some trees that are all covered in moss and fungus and they were cut down hundreds of years ago, and there's still a lot of upward force on these trees. And to feel the energy of the tree, you don't sense the tree, you sense yourself. You can stand on the tree and feel yourself, and stand off it and feel yourself, and then on it again. You go on and off until you start to notice what part of the body is resonating differently. You sense the way the tree affects you, not sensing the tree itself. Very pleasant. Right at my back. I seem to feel things at the back of the neck, where the structure is out slightly. So the channel's a bit narrower, and I feel the energy rushing through there. But everyone feels this in a different way.